I mean, I'd say the leading factor was it was developed by a freight broker. There wasn't a CRM that was really broker friendly. So I am Matt Perkins, one of the owners of Business to Business Logistics, a third-party freight brokerage based out of Illinois. We've been using IFS now for about 6 months. So the pain points from a CRM standpoint is that there wasn't a CRM that was really broker friendly. So balancing a CRM that has both a relationship component and a transactional component doesn't exist. In the past, we were using Zoho. I've had a personal stint using HubSpot. And while Zoho will tout customizability, I could never get it to customize properly. I always had to consult their customer service. It's very difficult. And at the end of the day, it was a very simple program that didn't really help me move the needle of activity. I mean, I'd say the leading factor was it was developed by a freight broker. Right? So when somebody actually understands our niche of sale and understands that component of relationship and transactional, it's almost like a no-brainer. The terminology was already there. The workflow is there, and it just, and I can't help the fact that it connects to my TMS. Like any software, it's just learning. It's learning the workflows. At first, personally, I found the different stages in a pipeline kind of weird, but as I thought about it more and developed my action plan on how to best utilize the system, it's actually set up very well. As a quick example, when you're talking to customers, you've either got customers you haven't even talked to yet, you just keep soliciting. You've got customers that have answered your call, but haven't given you that quote yet. And then you got customers that have quoted you and you haven't gotten that load yet. And then you got your customers that you've got the load from and they're active customers. So I kind of fine-tuned my process and my mentality with that pipeline. But otherwise, it's learning. There's a lot of details. There's a lot of information you can put into the CRM. And so it's learning what's important, what's not. From a managerial standpoint, I can see the activity. And that's a huge win for us because we can see who's logging activity and who's not. And we can create contests around it. But again, going back to the fact that it's tied into our TMS, we can also see sales analytics and we can see the dashboard showing, loads and revenues and things like that. So it's very helpful as a collection point for my sales manager. Yeah, I would. I've enjoyed using it. I think the development team has been really responsive when we do come across some issues and getting it fixed and getting it functioning right. And, again, everything will come with repetition. So I've gotten far faster in loading new customers, loading new contacts for the customers. Everything has become a lot easier now that I've spent several months very active in the system. I'm happy with the product. It's doing what I need it to do to keep me active.